Have you ever been in a relationship that you found yourself constantly walking on an eggshell? Or are you currently walking on an eggshell in your current relationship? You find yourself constantly apologizing and feeling guilty for things you never did.
The more masculine he is, the more controlling he's going to be.
So don't let a guy control you. I've seen it time and time again.
No man should ever control a woman.
A man cannot handle the same hurt he gives to a woman. A lot of these men will put a good woman through so much and expect her to stick around.
What if I told you that guilt is the hook he has on you? That is the tool your partner is using to control you.
Number one, he guilts you into stuff. He guilts you into having sex a certain way. He guilts you into doing this or doing that. The truth is, that's an emotional form of manipulation.
Hello fam, how you all doing? Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Thank you for your support. The key word today is guilt. How many use guilt to control women? Remember, most men out there believe that they are superior and it is their right, their birthright to control women. So they devise different means, strategies and tactics for them to achieve that one goal, control women. So guilt is also a strategy that some men use to control women. We will be discussing about it in this video.
Stop guilt tripping and start communicating with maturity instead. If you've been guilt tripped in your life growing up, this might seem like a second nature way to get your needs met, but it's not a healthy or long-term effective strategy because it creates resentment that's going to bite you later on in the relationship.
Guilt might be subtle, but it is a devastating tool. It is a very powerful weapon that some men use to control women in relationship. They can use guilt to emotionally manipulate you in a relationship. The man will make you feel responsible for issues that aren't your fault. You will find him blaming you for his mood, for his failure in life, for him not getting an interview. He will find reasons to blame you for his shortcomings. It's called guilt tripping.
So guilt trips are essentially either an intentional or unintentional attempt to get what you want by making somebody feel guilty so that they will comply with what you want in order to avoid those feelings. Guilt trips are attempts to manipulate, and they should not be confused with the feelings of guilt that somebody may have because of their own interpretation of something. So like, for example, if I ask you to do something and you say no to me, and then you feel guilty about saying no, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm guilt tripping you. You might just feel guilty because it's hard for you to say no, or maybe you feel uncomfortable if I'm disappointed. Being disappointed is not a guilt trip. It's really the intention behind it that matters. If I'm disappointed and I'm trying to make you feel badly about my disappointment so that you'll change your mind about your decision or be punished for it, that's what makes it a guilt trip.
Here's the bill. Are you gonna get that?
Yeah, of course.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just my last paycheck wasn't that good. It's fine though. It's fine.
You want me to pay?
It's fine. I'm gonna pay it.
I just feel like you're trying to make me feel guilty.
And it's really fine. It's fine.
You do not look fine.
It's fine. I'm okay. It's fine.
Never respond to guilty. This is something that we as women fall for a lot. Guilting is a manipulation tactic used by the guilty. If people don't want to communicate like adults and be honest and vulnerable and say, this is affecting me in this way, then that is a them issue. That is a them issue. When you hold your boundary, you retain your innocence, and you also set a standard. And that standard is, in order to be a part of my life, I require healthy, honest, confident communication. And if that does not work for you, go and be dysfunctional with somebody else. Not on my time.
Being in such an environment is very detrimental for you as a woman, especially if that man is using guilt to underestimate your self-worth. You might end up finding yourself struggling with low self-esteem and doubting your confidence. Your man can use guilt to undermine your self-esteem. You might find him repeatedly telling you that you're not being supportive enough in that relationship. You're not doing good enough in that relationship. You're not pulling your weight as he expected you to do in that relationship. And this might leave you doubting yourself, questioning yourself, and thinking that you don't have much value in that relationship. You should never fall for this particular control tactic. Some men isolate women so they can control them.
Never, ever remain with a man who does not allow you to contact whomever you want. It is a very unpleasant thing. He controls you, and once he controls you, your life isn't your own anymore. And that's what controlling people do, is isolate you. So the minute they start chopping off people out of your life, that is red flag number.
Has your partner ever told you to stop talking to your friends, your family members? Has he ever given you reasonable reasons why you should stop talking to them? The reason why I said reasonable reasons is this. They will hold on to events that happened in the past. Probably you were the one that shared your horrible experience with those people in the past. He will pull it up, use it, and make you see reasons why you shouldn't be with those people. Nobody is perfect. In a relationship, we do have the good, the bad, and the ugly. Some days you guys are happy, some days you fall out. So he's going to hold on to those negative parts of the relationship that you probably shared with him. Issues you had with your family members and your friends. He will make you see reasons why those people are not good for you. Let me say this. He's not doing that because he cares about you. He's doing that because he sees those people as stumbling blocks. So when he takes them off, it will be easier for him to execute his evil plans. It will be easier for him to control you without any hindrance. And that is his plan. Do not fall for it.
Hey everyone. All right. So one common tactic or technique that I see manipulators use to control or isolate the person that they're with is that they will isolate them from their friends and their family by saying on a regular basis that they aren't good for you, that you shouldn't be around them. They will nitpick everything that the friends and the family do to get you to not spend time with them. Watch out for this type of behavior. It is to control you. It is not your best interest unless you yourself have said, you know, my friend so-and-so, they're just not healthy anymore. I want to spend less time with them. Unless you yourself have said that, watch out if your partner is saying that for you and forcing you to not be around that person, or sabotaging your efforts to be with your friends or to be with your family, right? They randomly show up or they're interrupting your conversations. Watch out for that type of behavior. All right, you guys, have a great day.
You might often hear him say, why don't you spend time with me? You going out there with those people steals away our time together, our bonding time together, which might make sense, but that is not his intention. He doesn't really care about you guys bonding and getting to know each other that much. His main plan, his main goal is for him to isolate you from those people so he can have total control of you and no one is coming to rescue you and no one will come to rescue you. Don't fall for it.
Never trust a man that tries to isolate you. What exactly does isolating you look like? I thought you'd never ask. He's going to dislike every person that has anything positive to say about you. He's going to gaslight you into believing that the people that care about you don't care about you. He's going to have harsh or negative things to say about your family and friends. He's going to make you feel stuck mentally and physically. He's going to try to control your finances, vehicles. He's going to make you feel guilty for doing anything for yourself. He's going to act jealous of your kids. He does all of this to trap you so that he can maintain power and control and to keep you in a cycle of abuse.
I've watched videos, I've read stories, I've heard women share their stories of how they caught their men cheating. Surprisingly, their men flipped on them. It's called shifting blame. Yeah. So men use that as a strategy to also control a woman and the situation.
One of the most confusing and painful things about being cheated on is when the partner who cheated blames you for what happened.
Some men, when they get caught cheating, they flip it on that woman or on the woman they cheated on. They use guilt to control the situation. You'd often hear them say, the reason why I did this was because you did not do this. They refuse to take accountability and they heap the blame on the woman. oh, the reason why I cheated, you were not there for me, you spent all the time with your friends and family out there, you were busy with work, I was, I have high sex libido, or that's why, or you were not there, I need to always have sex. They will give 101 reasons. So that's why they cheated, but you will never hear them take accountability for what they did. It is a strategy. Do not fall for it.
In recent research on betrayal and infidelity trauma, 53% of the participants reported that their partner blames them for their cheating. This is a huge number of you out there, and this behavior is so hard, so unfair, and it can really be a red flag for you that your partner has not taken any accountability, is not able to show vulnerability, and is not doing any of the deeper digging work behind why they cheated. This accusation that you somehow were the cause or reason for the cheating also adds a whole other layer of trauma to what you're already going through. And my hope for you, if you're in this situation, is that you can really unpack what core beliefs you have that this blaming the problem on you reinforces. What core beliefs already existed that this is reinforcing right now from earlier in your history and child.
Signs that you're dating a manipulative man. Blame shifting. Now, this is when he takes zero accountability for anything that goes on in his life, and he makes it seem like you are responsible for everything that's going on with him. You're responsible for his anger. You're responsible for his cheating. You're responsible for everything that he does because it's something that you did that made him do it. So anytime a person does not want to take responsibility and they shift that blame, this is a manipulative person and you want to distance yourself from them.
Guilt is subtle, but it is a great weapon that men use to control women. Remember, like I said, control is the focus for a lot of men out there. The society already make them feel superior. The society makes them feel superior, and they believe that they are supposed to be in charge and they are supposed to be the number one. They're the number one citizens. Women are the second class citizens, and they are supposed to be in control. They're supposed to control everything on this planet, including women. Given that feminism is a movement out there and a lot of women are embracing it, it's becoming more difficult for men to outrightly control women, to outrightly impose their thoughts, their opinion and everything on women. So they've decided to go through the psychological route. They do things in a subtle way so they can gain control. Guilt is one of it. Watch out. Watch out for patterns. Be smart. Do not fall for their trap.
You're gonna have to do what's best for you, even when it feels like shit. You have to understand that what you tolerate and allow in your life is what you will get. When someone shows you who they are, when someone shows you that they don't care, when someone manipulates you, when someone is back and forth with you, hot and cold with you, whatever the circumstances may be, walk away. Do what you have to do. And it's not going to feel good. It's going to hurt because there's a bond there. There's some sort of bond there. I understand. But you have to. You have to. You can't continue to let people walk and stomp all over your heart and make you feel badly about yourself because they are unhealed. You can't do it. It's not fair to you. It's not even fair to them. Take a stand for yourself. Even when it hurts to let go, take a stand for yourself and walk away.
Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you would love to watch a video of a woman frying her poop to serve her man, her husband, for cheating on her, click this video. In that video, you would see women that men drove crazy and they started doing some certain things that you yourself might not even want to do. Click to watch this video if you would love to see that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.